glad to have you back. We've all been there, standing on a plot of land with a big dream, but a budget that doesn't quite hit the roof. You need a boost, but do you walk into the high ceiling walls of the bank, or do you head to your local circle for a community handshake? Today we are breaking down the shilling and cents. It's the formal institutions versus the neighborhood powerhouse. Let's find out which one builds your wealth without breaking your spirit. When a borrower hits a rough patch and they are no longer able to pay, say they have vacancy periods on their properties, is there any room for grace in both the commercial banks and the SACCOs, or foreclosure is the only remedy there is?
I'll tell you that foreclosure is usually the last resort.
Foreclosure is the last resort.
The last resort. Because whether SACCO or banks, they are not in the business of
taking people's property,
then looking for someone to buy. You know, that's not their core business. Their core business is to lend and get back the money.
And recover.
Yes. So usually, and I would like to encourage the borrowers to come clean. Whether you're dealing with a bank, whether you're dealing with a SACCO, you need to come clean. Say exactly what went wrong. You know, if you're struggling, if you're expecting money from tenants and you don't have tenants, how come you're having 3 months and you don't have tenants? Yeah. You have a strong marketing team, you need to change this and that. As long as the issue is resolved and the money comes back, that is good business. But if you totally fail and the last option is undertaken to foreclose and then start looking for buyers, you know, friction, sometimes those processes end up in court, and you pursue a case for years. No one wants to do that.
In a SACCO, I own part of the project, so does my neighbor. If the management of the SACCO does a bad decision, my project is affected as well. Isn't the community handshake then riskier than a commercial bank?
Yeah, definitely. In that SACCO environment, it most times looks more risky than in a commercial bank, because banks are really regulated. Yeah. And they have policies, they have procedures that they really follow religiously.
We've seen regulations for SACCOs as well.
Exactly.
And investment clubs.
Exactly. So in the SACCOs, I can tell you that where there is weak governance, such issues will come up.
So there's a governance risk in SACCOs.
Yeah, there's a governance risk. For example, if you're hiring your relative, and because this is my relative, I can allow them to do certain things, even when I know they are not okay. Business will collapse. So in such an environment, indeed, it is very risky. If they go and, for example, buy a big chunk of land when they've not done enough due diligence, it is your savings they're trading with.
True.
So if it's a loss, definitely your money is gone.
The bank's interest rates are like the weather, variable and unpredictable. How can a middle-income Ugandan be able to comfortably build a home if their interest rate may change about 200,000 because the market shifted?
Well, I don't agree with that perspective, that they're unpredictable. Banks usually communicate the pricing, it is known, and when it's floating, it is based on the prime lending rate. And depending on the changes, the macroeconomic changes along the way, the rates may go up, the rates may go down.
For every interview, we do the spot questions. If I want to build a 4-rental unit in Nansana, whom do I call first, bank or SACCO?
Either.
Who is more likely to lend a hustler? They get income, but no formal pay slip.
SACCO.
A SACCO. In 2026, who is doing more to help a Ugandan escape from being a renter to a landlord?
It can go either way, but more inclined towards the bank.
You give it to the bank.
Yes.
If I want to build 4 rental units in Nansana, whom do I call first, the bank or SACCO?
It can go either way, depending on who knows you better.
So what's the real world move? If you're a disciplined saver building a family home or a small rental, the SACCO wins on cost and speed. But if you're up to a major commercial real estate project, the bank is your necessary partner. It's not about who has the most money. It's about whose money fits the speed of your project. Property 360 will be right back.